Hey everybody, this is Deborah Richmond. I'm showing you today behind me, not the quilt on the stand, but I'm actually showing you this quilt display stand. This is something I just received from a company called the Craftgard Company. Now, this company has worked very specifically on creating these stands for quilters, and they've paid a lot of attention to what we as quilters need. So I'm going to show you how to put this stand up, but first I'm going to talk a little bit about the stand itself. Why is it you would want a stand like this? Now, what makes this stand, a couple of things that makes it wonderful. One is that it's very lightweight and it's portable. It's under 20 pounds and it comes in a carrying case. That's fantastic. Now, I just received this stand this week and I just opened the box today and set this up for the first time here. And I can tell you that it was super easy, and I can't wait to show you how easy it is and some of the features that go with it. But let me just tell you a little bit. The stand is fantastic for quilt guilds. If you're putting on quilt shows, this is an easy stand to use. If you're using it at your quilt guild, this is an easy way to display those show and tell quilts or quilts that you have, or you want to show to hang during the meeting. This is great for quilt instructors to take with you. This is a great one for vendors of quilt shows to take with you to be able to easily, very quickly set up as you're setting up your booth and get a quilt hung. There's a way to use this and hang two different quilts on it for front and back. It's very versatile as far as size. It is 10 feet tall. It will go as high as 10. I only have it as high as I need for this quilt today, but it also has a width that you can extend it to 12 feet. So it will hang a king size quilt very easily. It will hang a heavy quilt as well. It will hang up to 45 pounds. It's a very sturdy frame, and like I said, can't wait to show you how it goes together. But here's one of the things that makes it fantastic, and that is that if you have a quilt that you need to hang that doesn't have a sleeve, this company has clamps that you can purchase with the frame, and I'm showing them here. This quilt does not have a sleeve on it. I have used the clamps that come from the company that are very sturdy, very heavy grade. They are a very good grip. This quilt is not going to be coming off of here. It's hanging very sturdily. But what's really nice too is these clamps are specifically for quilts because they have a protective sleeve here on the clamp itself that means that the metal of that clamp is not going to touch your quilt. So this is more of a very hard, firm, rubberized piece that is clamping that quilt. So there's not going to be any damage to your quilt. This makes it so much easy because putting sleeves on the back of quilts is not my favorite thing. And very often when you have quilts come to you that you want to hang, they don't have the sleeves on them. This is going to make it very fast and easy for you to hang. This is a frame that will be also fantastic for photographing your quilts because there are times we want to just document that for ourselves, or we want to take a nice photo so that we can enter our quilts into contests. This gives you a way to get your quilt up vertically where it takes a really nice photo. So those are some things that make this quilt frame very versatile, very easy way to display your quilts. And so let's show you how to put it together. Okay, so you can see I've put away the stand. It is now in this bag. It only took me a couple minutes to do so. So the bag, the carrying case, is a nice case. It's 18 pounds to carry, I believe. Not difficult to carry around. This is going to be really nice. So let's unpack it, show you what's inside. The carrying case itself is really nicely designed, making it really easy to get things in and out of it, and that's super important. If you've ever had anything like this before where you struggled to get things back in their cases, such as a tent, this is very nice. So you can see the two clamps I have here. These are the crossbar. It comes in two pieces. I'm going to show you. So these are the pieces. I'm going to put that to the side. These are the uprights that you'll see in front of me. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up an upright. The only other piece to this that you don't see is there is a small package that has a particular small wrench on it that is for these clamps if in the future they need to be tightened. Right now I'm going to put that in this bag somewhere for safekeeping, but it doesn't need to be used every time that I put this together, which I love. So here we go. I'm going to start putting the upright together. This one upright is all one piece. You can see the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. Whoops, there we go. Now you can see it goes really wide, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a nice wide stance. But here's what I really like. Not only does it sit on its three tripod legs, but also you can now, this nice wide stand, tightening them back up again. Okay, so that's it. And I'm just going to hand tighten those. I'm not going to do it too tight. Here's the design that I absolutely love on this, and these are clamps that allows you to put up the upright very easily. There are a set of 3 different clamps, and what they do is they allow you to raise the bar higher. This is not something, all you have to do is unlock the clamp and lock it back up again. So let's go to the second one and I'm going to show you. I'm going to unlock this clamp. There's a spring on it. I'm going to go ahead and raise that up. I'm not going to raise it a lot right now because it's still setting things up. Then all I do is I then close that clamp, just like that. I'm going to unlock this one. Okay, raise it up, close that clamp. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So what I've done is I've raised both uprights so they are at the same level. What I want to do is put the crossbar together, and then I'm going to go ahead and hang that onto the level where it's easy for me to put it on before I raise the quilt. So let's look at the crossbar. The crossbar comes in 2 pieces, and you can see that it's very easy. It's going to be screwing together to give you the length. Now each piece of this telescopes, so let me put it together first. This is what makes it versatile. You can make it as short as this, or you can extend it to 12 feet. And each side has a locking mechanism. So it allows me to unscrew it a little bit, right here, and extend. Okay, so let's extend it out a little bit. I'm going to then lock it by twisting it, and that is locked in place. Now I'm going to go ahead and set it on the crossbar, and we'll make the adjustments that we need. Let's move my upright out a little bit. Now the top of the uprights have a wing nut that I can put on there, and also a rubber top that will give it protection so that there's no sharp edges. And I'm going to be doing that right now. Okay, so I finished putting on the wing nuts and securing the bar in place. Now you can see that it is not level yet. I'm going to go ahead and release this clamp, raise it up a little bit. I want to now be able to put my clamp my quilt. So now I'm ready to go ahead and put my quilt onto the bar itself. And again, we're going to be using these clamps that we talked about before. These are nice and sturdy. They're very heavy duty, yet they're easy for me to squeeze and open up. They're going to grip this quilt very tightly right onto the bar. So let's go ahead and do that. So you can see that the clamps were very easy to put on. They now are holding my quilt nice and tight. It is off of the floor. If at this point I want to raise the quilt or lower the quilt, I can easily do that by first using one side, the clamps on one side, loosening them up, raising them or lowering them, and then going to the other side. This is a frame that's easy to do all by yourself. Now the last thing you should know is that there's lots of good information on the website for the Craftgard Company that will give you lots of information as far as the dimensions, the specifications, if you have more questions. There is one other feature to this is very interesting, is that you can hang a quilt on 2 sides of this frame. And the way that they show doing that, they show it on their website, on their videos, is that you can go to the hardware store, and just any hardware store, and buy those large S-clips, and they will hang. Simply hang one on this side, one on the other side. And if you purchase an extra crossbar, you can then set that crossbar into those clips on either side so that you can now hang a quilt on the back side of this as well as on the front. I encourage you, if this is something that you're interested in, do go to their website and look at their video on how to do that. Very helpful. So again, this was showing you how easy it is to put up and use the display stands that are put out by the Craftgard Company. They call it their 2.0 stand. So as you can see, this was very easy for me to put together by myself. I've only done it once. This is now the second time, as I've shown you here, and I'm really happy about how versatile this is. I'm really happy about how lightweight it is, and I'm also really happy about how durable it feels. This is something that I can see is going to I'll be able to take it a lot of different places, set it up, put it down, set it up, put it down, and then I'm not going to have to worry. It's going to be working for me for a very long time. If you have any questions about this stand or you want to know where you can purchase it, you simply can do that on the website for the Craftgard Company. I'm going to have all the information below, so go ahead and check it out. Thanks for joining me.
And be sure to subscribe to our channel. You can do so here by clicking the subscribe button. That way you'll find out about new videos as they become available.